Alrighty. Here with the A to Z.
Yo, yo.
Better way, BW. We've just finished a live feed in the Team Beast Mode International VIP group after a fucking huge week here with the October retreat, which was absolutely amazing. We've just given the guys, the men, we will say for now, a bit of a G up. And the men that were dedicated to jump straight in there were the ones who were still here in Bali, relaxing, but they value what they're going to do next. Aaron Baldock's just joined us. How are you, Az?
Yo, yo.
Vicky Carroll.
Sharing it.
Interaction means action. How are you, Julie? Everyone who jumps on here, everyone who watches the recording. Questions down below. Smart questions. Inbox. Smart inboxes. But everything's about interaction here, guys. It's going to be a quick live feed. Tizza, I will be calling you tomorrow, brother. We'll move you forward, man. I know you've been watching all these live feeds and stuff. You've got to get your ass to the December retreat, man. Hunie, say hi, guys. I'm going to keep fucking talking unless you say hi. Be silent.
Yep.
See you? Don't trust what I say, but if you trust what I say, you should comment.
Ooh.
Am I going to go down this line?
Like that.
Nah. Live here from MANifestion Mansion. Two mans.
MANifestion Mansion.
Mansion. Maybe it was good. Hunie, how are you, brother? We
What's
are just
up?
rocking it live here, man. Rocking it live here in Bali. As is last night, my mum's on. I've been dropping F-bombs already, mum, for fuck's sake. Trent, how are you, brother? I'm loving the interaction, man. But it's about what's next, and you know that. Heaps of people jumping on here. Say hi as you talk.
Sure.
Thanks.
Manifesting.
I do that to him all the time.
Every fucking time. Nah. You got to lead now.
I got a lead. All right. I lead by silence. No, but I'm going to be serious actually here. Like, we've been having a lot of fun over here, and this I will say we've thrown a lot of fun into this retreat, because if you're not enjoying yourself, is it really worth doing what you're doing? And in our case, being involved in and helping people change their lives and leading people to change their lives, my mum just dropped an F-bomb. If we don't have fun, if we do not, it becomes hard. We're not in flow. When shit becomes hard, how can we be of our best service? How can we move people better, more efficiently, or lead people better? Everyone who gets on here, say hi. Matisse, I know you love a chat. Let's go. You'll love this, what I'm going to talk about in a minute. You'll love it. Lee Lynch is on. Anyway, back to it. My theme the last few days, I've been talking about a lot, but I did a couple of live feeds yesterday about where the fuck are all the men? This is a men's transformational retreat that we've just been through. But I'll be honest, the feedback we get from the men is all acting in their feminine. They're all sooking. We throw something at them that'll make them react, and they react. And it's like, oh, that hurt. And they go and hide. All you amazing women that get on these live feeds, use interact. Use ask smart questions. You want to move forward, but more importantly, you are leading the men. And that's sad. But it's the truth. So what are your thoughts, man?
Oh, I think it's just the state of society we're in today. Like, there's just so many men just stuck in pain. They're too scared to actually make something and move on with their lives. They're stuck in their ego, just think they're too good for this shit. Like, what's all that bullshit, when really they're scared. They're scared to change because they're scared of the unknown. Ooh, here we go.
Wow. Hunie with a question. I did say, maybe I shouldn't have put Q&A. I've got some cool stuff to talk about.
On.
What is your main method of shifting your identity to get in alignment with your new life as you grow? How often do you guys need to work on shifting the identity as you manifest more awesome shit? Daily. Constantly. Every day. Every minute, every second, every day, man. It's not a spits and spats. I'll do this. I'll bring this shit in my life when I feel like it. When things are going good. No. Every day, even when it's hard, you continually step into that identity. And on a journey in growth, you've got to continually doing it. And the identity is going to shift and change. But that's because you're growing, and it's because you're doing it all the time. So there's a quick response to that. I'm going to get back to it. Keep us accountable here, guys. Keep us accountable. Throw questions. What I led in with there. Where are all the men? Yes, 10 men come through this retreat, but to lead them here was very hard. And we just don't accept everyone in. We want men that are open to learning, that are open to growing, that actually take the punches when they're first thrown, or the perceived punches. Because what I was talking about before, I'll throw something at someone, and most men these days, they're like, oh, shit, that hurt. And they'll go block, 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 and listen and run away. All you women out there, you get involved, you interact. We throw something at you, and you're like, holy crap, yeah, you're right. I've got to work on that. But more importantly, my man needs to work on that. My brother needs to work on that. My dad needs to work on that. Friends of mine, they're men, they need this. They need to work on it. But what happens to them all? And what I've been thinking about a lot now, because of the interaction we get from you amazing queens out there, is, well, maybe we're going to utilize this interaction. Maybe because you're already leading, maybe you can assist in leading these men to a better way. Oh, I threw that in there too. So I don't know if you like that idea, man. It's just a little thing I've been thinking about. It's sad, but because the men are the leaders. We're about leading men to become better men for their queens, for whatever position they hold in society. Because that's where it is. It's us about in society. That's what they fucking want, I think. It's like conditioning and shit. There's heaps of people getting on here. There's no interaction. Block, delete. I actually got blocked today by this. I'm going to call him a little boy. He's probably 28, but I'm going to call him a little boy. So one of his mates is going to be on here, and he's going to send him a message, and they're both going to get in their feminine, and they're both going to sook up, and they're both going to block me, and it's like, oh, wow, shit happens. If you're offended by something that I say, or Aaron says, or Lee says, or whatever Belinda says, because I know you jumped on, Sonia says, awesome, the queens are getting on. This is all good. This is what happened the other day, and it was like a ripple effect. Yeah. I've taken over here. Throw in something here, bro.
Sure. Well, you know...
Nagged to a better way. No, offended.
This is the thing, like you throw some truth at supposed men, and they take it to heart, they take it personally, rather than taking it on board, saying, well, what's the lesson here? What's this person really trying to communicate to me here? And, you know, just... I don't want to say it.
It's frustrating. Say it. This is my live feed. Say whatever comes out.
They've been little bitches.
Boom! But that's the truth. Because, you know what? And I'm going to be honest here. This is how I used to be.
Mm.
We used to be like this. We're not just throwing this out there to say, hey, we know better because we're coming from a place of no experience. No. Everything we talk about, especially this, why do you think we come through beast mode? Why do you think we are leading men to a greater existence? Because we have been there.
Yep.
Because we have been down that path where we have like been offended, where we have soaked up and been in our feminine. And it's not a bad thing to be in your feminine energy because you need that balance. But for where we're at right now, I'm not going to get in it. Earphones in and listening to... Thank you, Belinda. I did send you a message. You're ignoring me again. I know the response I'm going to get from that. But here's the thing. There are some superstar women on here that are just going to be sitting there going, yep, and they're waiting. What are they waiting for? Men to stop being offended? It's not going to happen. Now, that's why we love doing what we do. What do we got? I think many men are actually ready for change, needing the how. No.
You know what the fucking problem is they just sit around whining, complaining. They're just looking at all the problems. What's wrong? What's going wrong? All the blah, 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 rather than saying, right, how can I fix this? How can I move forward? What's the solution? So many... I don't want to call them men because they're not.
That example Trent gives there, they want to know the how. They want to work it out in their own way of thinking things before they get in there, and they'll find any excuse not to do it.
Yes.
That's what happens. That's why we've got to throw truth at them. Yep. We've got to throw truth continually over and over. And like Lee come up with this ages ago, offend men to a better existence. Because when we get offended and we sook up, guess what? We blow things out of proportion. That's us acting in our feminine energy. That is. It's no good. But that's what happens with most men. So how do we lead them better? And I'll go back to my point before. There's some amazing queens on here that are sitting there, like I say, nodding their head. The live stream I done yesterday, I got some messages from some guys and they're like, how dare you talk like that? How blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, someone's in their feminine. And then boom, they just like blow up. Why do that, guys? We're here to help. From our own journeys, from Lee's journeys, through Team Beast Mode, for all these other men that have just come through. So how can you see that as a place of being offended? A place of judging us because we're saying the truth or telling you the truth?
You want to know what? When they get offended, they get aggressive and angry and nah, man. Like we're in control. We're in control of our state. We're not at the effect of what's going on around us. We are at cause. So you know that's a massive thing of being in your masculine power is not being at the effect of what other people are going to say. So when we throw the truth at someone, if they can handle it, then hey, well done, you're in your masculine.
Yeah. And it's not about having all the answers either. And like I was going back to you there, Trent, they want to know the how. We can give you an insight into what we do with the retreats, with our programs. There's the how, because it's catered to every individual man. Simple as that. If it was a set structure, you answer this, you do this, do you think that'd work? Some guys need a little bit of a push. Some guys need to be fucking smashed. Some guys just need an environment, a safe environment where other men are growing, and they will open up and they will blossom. That's everything we provide with Team Beast Mode.
Yep.
That's what it's about, because we realise everyone's coming from a different place, a different time, a different angle, different conditioning.
Yep. Well, if men are ready for change, they need to reach out that other men are on that journey of growth, that are walking the path, that have the results.
That's it. We're pointing these red shirts out. We've just had, like I say, we started in the private, the tribe, which is our closed environment, where there's safety and protection, but we actually lead with the truth. We've got the red shirts on. These are the leadership shirts, and we are so proud to wear them. But you've got to continually, we've earned this here. We've earned the respect by leading ourselves, by opening up, by all the stuff we're talking about. We've stepped into this role and that identity, back to that point you made there earlier, Huni. And us talking about this now, like I say, using our story, anyone gets offended, for us, we know that's what you've got to work on. Mm-hmm. What else we got here? Because of their ego and thinking they are right and their way is the only way. Yeah, their way might be the only way for them in their model of the world, but they've got to where they are now doing things their own way. So if they're not fucking happy and they've got anger or any of this emotion that they're operating from, I don't even have to go on about it. It's
yeah. And it's this whole idea that a strong man is emotionally, like, inapt.
We cry we cry.
There is strength in vulnerability, in laying it all out, telling it how it is, speaking from the heart. That is strength. None of this ego, bloody aggression, absolute. It's all a facade. It's all a facade. The true strength comes from speaking from the heart, speaking from a vulnerable place, from sharing your story and just telling it how it is.
That's it. And vulnerability. There's growth in vulnerability.
Yep.
And all you queens, and this is what I laugh at, because a lot of men see women as too emotional. They let out their feelings. They get vulnerable all the time. So why are you queens stepping up and growing? Because you're always vulnerable. You're always open in new ways. You're always ready to learn and to grow. If the men understood that, which they are slowly coming around. Oh, here we go. We've got some cool comments coming through. If they realised that their relationships would be better, their position as a leader, as a man, as a king would be better if it was through vulnerability, they understood the power of that, do you think that they would step into that more often? It took me 38 years to realise it. Oh, I wasn't a man for like 18, 36 years. But that's the thing. This is why we have the retreats, guys. We're vulnerable here. We're learning. We're growing. We're under pressure. We get tested by a man, Lee Bundy, who's laid the path. He gets vulnerable. He's always growing all the time. The men that come through, they need to see that from us as well.
Yeah.
That's why our stories are powerful. Do you reckon we scroll through these?
Yeah, I think...
Trent, I think you have part of the answer, the retreats. Exactly the safe environment I know I have been ready to change. Unsure how, and other mates just don't talk about it or share their insights. So as Aaron said, then need to look for solutions. Your live feeds are helping. Yeah, but you know what? These live feeds are just to bring awareness to this.
If you're not willing to change your environment, you're not willing to change.
True. And environment's many things. I'm not even going to give you examples. Give me examples back. We're going to make this interactive.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Sonia. Go to a retreat, Trent. That's our Lee, as... There we go. Results.
Yep.
You want to change, who cares about what your... The queens are in on this. Yeah. See, this is what it's about.
They know what's up.
They know what's up. The women are sick of this shit. The women are sick of this shit. But us men too, we're sick of this shit. There is a solution. The path is laid.
You mates.
Belinda. We're going to just kick
Truth
back
bombs.
here. We've got
Belinda
queens.
just taken over.
And it's not that we're being told what men need by women. Here's the thing. I speak from my own self, my own journey. The self-confidence and belief I have now by getting vulnerable over and over. They're making food here and I'm getting hungry. And then we're going out for dinner. Awesome. What was I saying? Vulnerability. I just made myself vulnerable by taking my attention to the food. But this is the thing. This is not just coming from women saying, hey, men aren't doing this, men aren't doing this, whinge, whinge, whinge. No, no, no. We're getting feedback from the women, seeing our growth, seeing our journey, watching us grow in confidence, be vulnerable, be real men, real leaders. And that's the feedback we get. Most men have got that backwards, but the queens that are on here now, they're leading themselves. They're learning and growing. Here we go. What is the right masculine response to true, accurate criticism at the manifestation, Manson, when you don't see it, the truth right then and there? Oh, cool.
Good question.
That's awesome. As long as you don't start to pick this apart, Uni, otherwise I'm going to block you. Get offended by that, bro. What do we got? Men want solutions, but we won't give them the solution. It's wrong. It won't work. It's a balance of masculine. Yes, it is, Belinda. But back to Uni. Do you want to answer that one?
The right masculine response is to...
Do you reckon that's because he said if they acting from their feminine energy while they're on a retreat here at Manifestation Manson? I think that's what he means. So what happens when they do that? What do we do?
Well, it's simple. Do they take it on board, find the learning that's been given in the truth, take it on board, say thank you, take it on board and move on. Just let it go. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, but this is the thing. When we are here on the retreats, and we give you a lot of live feeds, guys. That's the thing too. And you're always looking for the how, working it out. Check that out, and we can give you answers. But on the retreat here, when the guys aren't listening, when they're coming from their head, when they're full of shit, when they let their ego take over, of course we tell them the truth. There's a couple of times here I know I'm going to use Milo as the example. I'm always going to use that. I just smashed him. He is an elder to me. I have respect for him, but he got a bit lippy. So what do I tell him straight away? About shortcuts. He's taking shortcuts. Tell him the truth. Guess what happens? He listens. He takes it in. That's leading with the truth. I have respect for a guy. He's older than me. He's got so much life experience, but still he needs to be told the truth. Yep. That's what it is. You tell him the truth. Back to it before. We've lived this. We're continually going through this. When guys are coming to our retreats, they look up to us. We're here to lead them. So we lead them with that. We lead them with our experience of what we've learned. When we come through our retreats, we're the same. I can remember mine. Oh my God, how much anger I had. It was ridiculous. Yep. And I had this, like, the way I was brought up, that was me being a leader. I'm leading, I know my shit, all this sort of stuff. So wrong, so wrong. So I cop some truth, big time. And when you cop the truth and it hurts, that's what you've got to change. That's what you've got to work on. If you've got people you can trust, like myself, as Lee, Alvy when he's here, Mr. Lee Lynch, that's what it's about. Anyone who's jumping on too, say hi. I meant to have calls with a lot of you today, sorry. Sorry. Queens. Anyway, guys, so here's the thing too. All the calls that we've got lined up are with queens. Why? Where the fuck are all the men?
Yep.
I need a drink somewhere. It's over there. It's all right.
Go get 'em.
I've been talking a lot. Keep talking, bro.
Where are all the men? Are they hiding? Are they scared or what? Do they not see the value in what we're putting out? Do they really not understand what it means to be in your power? I mean, how can we get our message clearer? Because is that what it is? I don't know. Like,
I can't be any more clear and blunt. Aaron can't be any more clear and blunt. Mr. Lee Bunny cannot be any more clear and to the point. We do not beat around the bush when it comes to this. Yes, we might play a few mind games when it comes to other stuff, but this is direct. Men need to step the fuck up. We have a proven path. We are living it. We are leading it. Men want to be leaders. They need to be leaders. That's what they are. This is what we're put on the planet to be. So how else would you do it? We just tell it how it is. We could beat around the bush and make it all fluffy and say, yeah, come to one of our fancy retreats. You're going to have a ball. You're going to party. We did celebrate, but we locked in the win. We locked in the vulnerability where there was growth. Putting it in their minds, in their hearts, that they know they can grow, they can lead better when they come from the heart. What do we got there? Yeah, exactly, Belinda. Still haven't answered my message, but oh well. Lead yourself. Truth makes you a better person. Oh, it does. do the men jump on live feeds because they are at work? It's pretty late over there, Sonia.
Is that just an excuse, or?
Yeah, and most of the men I used to work with, they're always on their phone.
Yeah.
What are they looking for? What do they want? What is it? They're looking for the golden ticket. I'm going to tell you right now. This is the golden ticket. But men do this. They're like, oh, dude. In that voice too.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is what it's going to lead into. And I've been talking about this. I can't even talk. I've been blah, 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 about this a bit. Zoe, a lot of men are afraid to unlock their truths. Just need to find a way to break past their fears. Fear is not
real. It's an illusion.
Exactly. I'm glad you're on here too, Zoe. I'm loving the feedback you're giving and all that sort of stuff. The men are being pussies. Always avoid the important things. I'm at work, still on here. I appreciate the live feeds, part of my daily brain food dosage. And I know you apply a lot of this, Uni. I do. I know. I see you show up all the time. I know you apply a lot of it, man. And that's what this was a little bit about what it's about. But even going back earlier about Trent said, yeah, I'm on the live feeds, I'm learning, I'm growing, but then it's straight away, but my mates don't understand this. I'm worried about what other people think. So are you really applying it?
Yep.
No. Not applying it, no.
No, I was agreeing.
Oh, that's all right. Women want men to lead. A man who is growing as a person, personal development, mindset, striving for more. Step up, man. Your relationship with yourself, that's a huge point.
Yep.
Your women and mates will be better for it.
Exactly. There's a difference between a leader and a provider. So many men are stuck in this provider mentality that they've got to be the breadwinner and they've got to make all the money. Blah, blah, blah. Ego, ego, ego. Whereas if they were leading, if they were stepping up and doing the things that need to be doing around the home, you know, just stepping up and doing things that need doing to help their queens grow, then that's leading. That's different from being a provider. Yes, of course, there is a necessity to provide to some degree, but it's not the only role. The true role is to be a leader.
Lee Lynch has just wrote us a message. I'm going to read this out on the live feed.
Oh.
And I missed it. Massive gratitude. There's an ultimate leader right there.
Yep.
Here's the thing, and we go back to there. What is it? Relationships with yourself. Men are always out. Their self-worth, their self-belief, they hide when they're suffering. They don't want the world to see that they're not going so well. Self-belief. Here, 10 men.
What did we say before? There is strength in vulnerability.
But the 10 men here, what was their biggest thing? Self-worth. My biggest thing in the retreat. Probably yours too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember yours because you were in woo-woo land, but that was different. Nah. Most men. Seriously, I've seen all you guys. I'm going to call yous out because I know all yous. Oh, wait. Dean Adams, interact, man. You've got to step the fuck up, brother. No more hiding, man. Step into your masculine power. You've been through a retreat. Now is the time to dig in, man. You can get on these live feeds, comment, get in the group and comment, man. I'm coming back with a fucking bang. No more hiding. You know this shit. That's not anger either. That's leading.
Passion.
It is, because it's what I do this for.
We care. We don't like seeing people
No.
in pain.
It's what it's about, because we were in pain.
Exactly.
It's not fun. Dave Milne, man, interact. Please, interact, brother. You were going through a lot. Interact, man. Mr. Kinnear, costs. Seriously, dude. If you're going to get on and watch, say something. Big Paul T, you've been through the retreat, man. Your internet's obviously working well now, so you can interact.
You're on the internet enough while you're over here. It seemed to be working fine in Bali. I don't see why it'd be working any differently back in Oz, so I just don't know if that's
I'm a little bit confused there.
I'm a bit skeptical.
Yep, but this is the truth, guys.
It is.
If we're wrong, please put it on there.
Prove
say
us wrong.
hey. Say no. I'm here, I'm listening, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm getting vulnerable, but I call fucking bullshit. I get worked up about this one. I love it. Oh, thank you, Zoe. We've got to have that call. I like compliments like that.
Yeah.
Hope more men jump on board this stuff. You can lead them, Zoe. I'm sure there's heaps of men in your environment where you are that you could lead them.
You know what? It can save lives. It can save relationships. It can save businesses. It can change the world, this stuff.
Yeah. I'm glad you're getting amused by this, Uni, but this is the truth. Thank you, Zoe. And yeah, let us know. If anyone is interested, let us know, ladies. I love it when you get passionate. Oh, no. We're going down that. Matty Gray is on. I'm wrapped. This man is on.
Yeah, Matty Gray.
See how I shifted the focus and the attention there?
I can always bring it back. Go passionate, Steve.
Go passionate. See, this is what we're passionate about. When I come and you are perceiving it as aggression, it's not. It's passion. It's how I deliver this because I am passionate about this. Like Aaron said before, I'm sick of seeing anyone in pain. Not just men, but the men are the leaders. But guess what? In the relationships, the family, work environment, the men are the ones causing all the pain. They're the ones who are in pain because they suppress all this shit.
Yep.
They don't have to. Imagine the communities. Imagine like your workplace, you got bosses and all that, the family life, all this sort of stuff. If men started really getting vulnerable and learning how to be a true leader, growing themselves, like opening up, letting emotion out. And it's not about like sooking about their problems all the time.
Nah.
But say, this is what I need to work on. I'm not happy. I don't understand what to do. What are the steps? Where do I go? Where do I look?
Yep.
That's the vulnerability right there. Most men won't even ask the question.
That's it.
They'll deal with shit their own way. They'll go to the pub. They'll sook to their mates. They'll suppress. Go to their doctors. Talk about that. Let's have a fucking antidepressant. All that sort of rubbish.
What does suppression leads to? Depression. It's just...
That's fucking not real either. So all this shit. This is where it is. Matty Grayer, I've been calling out all the guys on here. Interact, brother. Interact, man. I was proud of you on this retreat, man. You got vulnerable. Then you went into your feminine. Then you got vulnerable. Then you went into your then you got vulnerable. And then you grew.
And then you stepped the fuck
And
up.
you stepped the hell up. But here's the thing. Interaction, guys. We've lost some of the men off here.
Yeah.
They're gone. They're offended.
Yep.
They're going to go to the pub. They're going to sook to their mates.
They're going to go, those blokes don't know what they're on about.
No, we don't. We don't. That's why we do this over and over. That's why we invest in ourselves, in our own personal growth. This is why we deliver our message over and over and over. Because the right people will listen. The right people will step up. The right people will say, holy shit,
Yep.
I need this. Some men know what they need to do, but stay stuck in their old ways. Why? Why do they do that? Is it a male? No, I'll say some women do it as well. Humans, we do what we've always done because it's safe. We've done it before. We keep ourselves safe. We get to that point, we dip our toes in the water. This is new. This is different. Oh, wait a sec. No, I'm not that bad now. I'm actually okay now. I'm fixed. That problem hasn't come up. What happens next time? It comes up twice as bad. Mm-hmm. The emotion tied to it's more. Because you're like, why didn't I forget about that? Didn't I suppress that? Oh, it bubbles up even harder and worse and blah. How do we help them? The queens are queens. I think that's aggression there, Belinda.
You know what? To help them, you've probably got to motivate them by pain to take action, because if they're in their comfort zone, they're not really inspired to grow into anything and become more. So you got to shock their system a bit, which is, throw a bit of pain in there, because that's going to lead to some sort of action. It's not going to...
A lot of men, and this is the thing, a lot of men will come through the retreats, they've been through a breakup, or they're going through breakups. Pain. A lot of men might have lost their job or their position in their job. Pain. Then they decide, well, I've got no other fucking option but to go to a retreat, to do something that's totally different to move forward. But they wait for it. And like I say, this retreat here, that was huge. We kept having to take them back to the pain to get them to motivate. And that was hard work, because we don't want to see that. But men, we're just conditioned, and this is like humans too, but we're addicted to pain. What do we got? Good response, Belinda. Good response. You've got to learn to balance that yourself. I'm going to be quiet now. I've been cheeky. See, you've been cheeky. What I was getting to earlier too, and I was talking about thinking of other ways we can lead men, and how you women are already stepping up. And please share this, women, on your pages. This would be fantastic to share. Even my one from yesterday. If you really want to take action, if you are actually truthful by being interactive here, or you're just getting involved because you like our red shirts, share this stuff on your page. Put your own spin on it. If you really want the men to step up, here's your opportunity. Because what I want to talk about now is the beauties and the beasting, and it's just a little part of what I've been thinking about, talking to Lee about it. We want men and women to step into their power. We do. We want everyone to improve their lives. But how's this for an idea? Beauties and Beasts, the women leading the men to a better existence. Just as part of it, just as an idea for men. Because guess what? I was thinking about it, and this, you can laugh at this. If men heard that there was 5 single women going to a retreat in Bali, guess what they're going to do? They're going to forget about their bullshit straight away. They're going to be motivated in maybe pleasure. Would you think so? Would that be a better way to lead into a greater existence, even though they're going to get hit by a fucking sledgehammer when they get here? Yeah, you can laugh at it, ladies, but here's the thing. We are always looking at leading men to a better existence no matter what it takes. Because we don't want to see anyone in pain before they make a choice or a decision. That's the worst way to go about it. Yeah. And I did it. I waited till I was like 37 years old. Pain again and again, motivated in pain, lose this, get this taken away from me, or I better push harder, I better do something different. Even when I realized I knew I had to do something different, I kept myself in my comfort zone. I kept myself there. It expends way too much energy doing that, guys. Way too much. Just take that jump, take that step. Oh, what do we got? Belinda's put there. Chris Beretov, you're a superstar, man. We've got to chat soon about the December retreat, man. Choose your own adventure book. Don't know if I want to go down that path. But Chris, interaction for all the men on here, man. Most of them have disappeared because we've just offended them.
Yep.
Offended them with the truth.
Yep.
They're going to go bitch and whinge to whoever they want. Other men that are bitching and whinging.
And you know what? Women out there, you've got to tell it how it is. Say, look, we're sick of men just being inactionate,
Inactionate, is that a
I don't know, I'm going to make it a word.
Inactionate, I like it, but...
So, the women need to say it how it is. We want men that are leaders. We want men that will step up and do what it takes to create a life. So, the women have got to say how it is.
Yous do. So start by sharing this stuff, ladies. Put your own spin on your message. And it has to come from a place of love. It has to come from a place of you wanting men to just realise that there is what would you say it? A better way? But it is. It's just like, I get upset sometimes because I see so many men in pain. I talk to so many men in pain. And it's no good. As simple as that. It's not how life's meant to be. And it's because of society, the way we operate. Other people, other men leading with ego and aggression. I'm better than you. And they think it's authority. They think it's being a leader. And it's not. It's just so not. So what are we leading to here? I've spoken about Beauties and the Beast. It's going to be a retreat. Here's the thing. Retreat. We were thinking about December. Because there's I'm not going to say how many queens are already saying, we want this, we want this, we want this. But maybe January, because it relies on the men. Yeah. How many men are going to lead themselves to this? This is huge. This is going to be like an instant polarity shift with 5 men and 5 women. Without us teaching shit. We might just lock the doors and put lollies down the middle of the table and get them to start conversations. They're just going to go, whoop, retreat, done. But the women have already stepped up. So many messages from this. I just made that up. It's not something that's going to happen on the retreat.
Could get wild.
Yes, but is there vulnerability there? There could be. If the men are in their feminine and the women are in their masculine, maybe it'll work. But this is what it's about, guys. We're always looking at ways to lead men to a greater existence, because at the core of beast mode is beast mode. Men in peak state, their ultimate state, bringing balance and harmony to their lives of their family, for their queens, for whatever it is they do, because we are the leaders. Simple as that. Silence. Az has gone quiet now because I just keep talking about this.
Nah, it's unreal.
I can. That's why I do this shit.
Yeah.
That's why we all do this shit.
Well, Steve's just a classic example of someone who's unleashed their potential. It was always within, and he's just let it out consistently, and it's been in his masculine power. It's not aggression. Speaking from the heart, speaking with conviction and passion. And, it's leading people to a greater existence. I've seen it in action, the amount of people that are contacting him, and he's got the right mindset to really show them a better way.
That was empowering. But thank you, and it's about that. This is why I've been able to lead Aaron, but he leads me a lot of the time now too, because he's stepped into his power. He's released his true masculine potential. What do we got here, Belinda? That's your perception of what I was saying, Belinda. Mixing business and pleasure. Nah, I was just having a laugh there, Belinda, because it is a different concept what we are bringing there, because we are always looking to lead men to a better existence, because the women are stepping up. They're open to this. They want to grow. They want to learn. But we don't want you women always leading the men. It's like, it's out of whack. Stevie G's jumped on, man. Legend. I'm glad that you're getting on these live feeds, bro. Awesome. He's my old boss from the West. Superstar. But anyway, the other thing too, December retreat coming up too, guys. December retreat. Spots are already filling. We've got so many interviews, and this is right. We're interviewing people who send us an inbox to say why they believe they're ready to step into their power. Simple as that. None of this shit like, oh, I've got this, I'm doing this, whatever. No. Inbox, say, all right, I'm ready for this. We've got a list that is ridiculous. We went VIP this whole retreat now. There's none of this half-ass stuff.
Yep.
We want men that want to change their lives.
Yep.
Simple as that. We've already got spots filled. Men have been like knocking our door down for this. But we leave places open because we want men to really want to change.
Yep.
That's simple as. None of this backwards and forward shit. No more reaching back. We will lead you if you start to lead yourselves. Will I have women leaders at the retreats for 5 women? Well, that's part of the plan, Mum. Absolutely. But anyone who comes into this, any of you lovely queens that are on here, if you want to be a coach, a mentor with anything that we do with Team Beast International, you got to come through the program too. So if you are looking for an opportunity to be that coach, to be that leader, to be that superstar queen, you got to come through. A couple of you ladies are already doing the True Authentic Reality course, which is part of Team Beast Mode, which is another thing that you can get involved in. And that's a great way that the women have realised that they can actually lead through doing that. What do we got there?
Yeah.
Are we? We're on a roll. All right. We've got to go.
Yeah.
We've got to go. Thank you, everyone, for being on. Az, you're back to Tassie.
Yeah, man. Gonna keep rocking it. Gonna take stuff to the next level. Keep an eye out. Something massive's coming.
Massive. It's all going to be total action. Got to say goodbye from here. Watch your space. There's going to be more action coming over the next couple of days while I'm still here with Mr. Bundy. We're going to go rock it out tonight. It is awesome, Belinda. Thank you for being on. I'm going to have to talk to you tomorrow, Belinda. We are flat out. Everyone else who's on here, all you amazing queens, all the men that stuck around, maybe we've offended you a little bit, but you stuck around, you take it on. So thank you, guys. See you next time. Peace out.
Peace.